Hi friends, this is Casper the Boy Diviner, and today I wanted to share with you the Hybrid Tarot. The Hybrid Tarot is created by a pair of Singaporeans, Eugene Leong and Justin Saw. So this is my friend, and he actually sponsored this deck for me. He gave it to me, so nice of him. And surprisingly, I am enjoying the art. I don't know if you watch my channel. If you don't, you can look around. But my tarot taste is usually more dark and not so colorful. Even though I usually work well with colorful decks, this wasn't one I thought that I would gel with completely, especially because of the oracle based part. I'm not great with oracles. I don't really vibe with the ascended masters, even though I'm apparently connected to them. I mean, I did have a spiritual teacher telling me that. Yeah, so I thought that would block me from using this deck. But right now, just looking through the cards, I'm really intrigued. Okay, this comes with a beautiful spread cloth, and it actually covers, the Grand Tableau and the Lenormand. So if you know the Grand Tableau, this is actually the Grand Tableau and the houses. The downside for me with the Grand Tableau, I don't want the words to be in the center. I want it to be at the bottom or something, so I can see what it is. Whereas now I have to kind of lay it like this so I can see the word. But apart from that, I really enjoy this deck, and we can maybe do a quick walkthrough. It comes with a really beautiful guidebook, a really good guidebook. I actually have been enjoying flipping through it. I have not read it in detail yet, but Saint Jimmy, for example, is someone that I also am supposed to be quite connected to. So it's really nice to actually read about him and then see him appearing in this deck under the bouquet and the tarot, the magician. So why is this called the Hybrid Tarot? The Hybrid Tarot is because it is a combination of Lenormand. Let's look at this. It's a combination of tarot, Lenormand, and oracles. But the thing about it's not a full tarot deck. So I don't know if I agree with the name Hybrid Tarot, but I understand why they chose to use this, because this word is the one you use to search to find a tarot deck. So it actually has 22 majors and also the court cards. So you can read more about this. You can see 22 major arcana, 16 court cards, and the 4 element cards. And then for it has all 36 of the standard Lenormand, and it has 2 LGBTQ representations. So previously, they did have plans to do a full 78 deck, and they wanted to incorporate Kipper, but they weren't able to do it. It somehow didn't gel well, and so now they do have this 38 card deck, which I think works well anyway. Let's look through the deck. This is an extra card, I think. This is the Joker. And there are some extra cards for the Kickstarter. So this is a Kickstarter limited edition. I probably wouldn't use these. But then let's go to the real deck right now. Also, they are so thoughtful. I really like the quality of this box, and they actually individually hand added this crystal on the top, so it's easy to open up. Can you imagine that? I don't have to struggle to push it down. Archangel Uriel, Earth, Action. Pegasus, Air, Think. Archangel Gabriel, Water and Feel. And then Phoenix, Fire, Motivation. So these 4 cards are the elements. And then we can move on to the next few cards. Garden, Hercules, the King of Pentacles. So I'm trying to focus on Hercules being here, but actually the King of Pentacles and the Garden kind of gels with me because he's the king of resources. The Garden is about resources, about networking. Hercules, I don't know, and that's why I need to really try to connect better with the oracle part of this. Goddess Nuwa, she's the creator of humans in the Chinese mythology. Queen of Pentacles and the Stork, which makes sense because Stork is about pregnancy, creation of humans also. Queen of Pentacles also makes sense. Maybe the Empress, but we'll see what they use for the Empress later on. The Nine-tailed Fox, of course. So, the Kitsune, Knight of Pentacles, lovely art. Really enjoy this. This art is beautiful. I love the outlines. Okay, Hecate, the Page of Pentacles, and Clover. I actually told him that I don't really see Hecate like this, so it'd be interesting to really work with this vision of Hecate. When I think about Hecate, I see, dogs. So I would think about dogs being here for me instead of Clover. So that's how I connect with Hecate on a personal basis, and I wish to work with her more this year, but I haven't worked towards it yet. But that's my impression of Hecate, not Clover. So this will be interesting to look because I do associate Clover a little bit of good luck with the Page of Pentacles. The King of Swords, Thoth, Letter. I see this. I can see all this three together, and I really like the art with the scroll. Goddess Athena, Queen of Swords, Snake. She's actually helping Medusa here. You know, she's protecting her and giving her this outwardly appearance to help her. So that's another retelling of the myth, I would say. Saint Longinus. I don't know this mythical um, figure, you know. Knight of Swords, cross. Menshen, door gods in Chinese. Page of Swords, house. So they actually guard houses or temples in Chinese culture. They're printed on doors, you know, to guard us. So it makes sense for house. King of Cups, Noah in the ship. I do see this. I like the ship and Noah. And the ship is about, you know, traveling. This makes a lot of sense. Goddess Guan Yin. This is one of my small pet peeves. I don't like Q you being used for Guan Yin because in Chinese this is actually now pronounced as Quan Yin, which is completely different. But I do understand that, you know, the Ascended Master's spelling uses Q sometimes. Yeah, but I'm just not comfortable with it. I can live with it, but yeah. Queen of Cups, I do see her as that, and I do see Heart. Triton as the rider, interesting. I do see the Knight of Cups and the rider together. I'm not sure about Triton. I don't know enough about Triton. Jesus Christ, fishes. Page of Cups. The plural form of some of this Lenormand actually throws me off a little bit, but I think it works. I don't know enough about Jesus Christ to identify with the Page of Cups, but I guess I can see that in the image. I also don't know this god or goddess. King of Wands, gentleman. Goddess Kali, Queen of Wands, the lady. I love Kali as the Queen of Wands, by the way. The Monkey King, Sun Wukong. I'm not sure why they didn't write Sun Wukong instead. This is Nurja, you know, and they are all in Chinese mythology. Knight of Wands and Clouds. I do see the Monkey King as the Knight of Wands. I'm not sure if I identify these two with Clouds because Clouds tend to have a more darker meaning, and I don't see the darkness here. At the same time, you know, they might have changed the meaning of the Lenormand. So let's take a look at the Monkey King here. Wow, immediately understand. So there was a lack of clarity. Okay, I really enjoy how they actually tied this. I'm getting chills just reading about this because it makes so much sense after you read it, and this is what I always look for in a guidebook. Okay, sometimes guidebooks just tell you the meaning. You know, in guidebooks maybe they don't include the context; they just include this part. But it is so important to give the context and why the art ties together, and I really enjoy this. Very good, very well thought through. Okay, and this is Nurja, the same Nurja as the other image. Child, Page of Wands, which makes sense. Nurja is a child. God, Lord Ganesha, the world, rings. So in the Norman, it's usually the ring. And here it seems more like riches. And rings are more of a contract. So let's take a look again. Maybe. So here is right. It's ring and not rings. Commitment, cooperation, and honor. Okay. Okay, interesting. I need to do more research about Lord Ganesha and whether he does have that officially. Osiris and Anubis, coffin, judgment. I think this makes sense. So back Wet. I don't know this deities, the moon and the moon. Yeah, this makes sense. Mother Mary, the star. These two of course match. But in Lenormand it's actually stars. So it's very interesting how they play with the plural and the singular here. So it's just very interesting. Why did they didn't? I don't know. Because you can see here's ring. Yeah, interesting. I'm trying to see where the stars are. Yeah, stars. You see stars here. So just a bit of copywriting stuff. The tower and tower, of course, they match, but they mean different things. So it's very interesting to think about how they reconcile. And you can see that in the card because one is burning down. This is the Tarot Tower, and this is the tower in the Lenormand, which is standing an institution, something that you know is man-made. Archangel Michael, the devil, and whip. You can see Archangel Michael is the one attacking the devil. So I don't know. It's so interesting how they tie this together. And the whip is about punishment, right? Lord Maitreya, the sun. Archangel Raphael, Temperance and Lilies, Archangel Azrael, Death and Scythe. It's so interesting they didn't follow the trading card or trading card, sorry, the playing card correspondences, because you know this would be the Page of Pentacles, for example, for Scythe. And for Scythe, I kind of see more Knight of Pentacles, but you know we all have different correspondences, and it makes sense for Death to be Scythe as well. This art is so absorbing, you know, I would say. So this is not like a light and beautiful, all light and fluffy deck. There is some darkness here. Mary Magdalene as the hanged woman. I love this touch that it changed hangman to a woman on purpose, unapologetically. And then there's mice with it, which again, because Lenormand is pretty strong about what is positive and negative, and mice is negative, whereas the hanged woman and Mary Magdalene are kind of polarizing, you know, it's not just bad. So I'm very interested to finish reading the guidebook to understand better. The Goddess, Mut, Justice, Anchor. These two definitely connected. Anchor, I don't know. I don't know if Anchor is related to Justice for me. Let's take a quick look. Okay, act like an anchor. Okay, I can accept that. The Goddess, Hathor. The Wheel, Birds. I don't know if Birds and Wheel. Yeah, I need to think about that. Metatron and Merlin. I'm curious why they decided to put these two together. I don't know if they go together, but it is what it is. And the Mountain is not like a positive card. So I need to figure out what, you know, maybe it's maybe Metatron and Merlin is the representation of you overcoming the mountain, you know. Goddess Sekhmet, Strength, Bear. Lord Shiva, Chariot, Crossroads. I see this, I do see this. Eros, Psyche, the Lovers and Tree. You see, I see the Lovers as the crossroads, because the Lovers is usually more of a pathways for me. At the same time, if you know, if we come with our own correspondences, some things won't match up. And I guess this is why sometimes, you know, they match it up differently from us, so it all makes more sense to them. And I appreciate and respect that. Saint Germain. Didn't we see him already? Didn't we see him as the Magician also? Am I dreaming? So Saint Germain appears twice in this deck. That's so interesting. The Magician, Bouquet. You know, because surprise, facetiousness, I don't know. Saint Germain as the Hierophant and Keys as well. Of course, Hierophant and Keys go together. I guess they're just different aspects of Saint Germain, and I need to know more about him. Lord Ganesha, the Fool, Dog. Love the art. So Lord Ganesha also appears for rings, so he appears twice also. And Trimurti, I think he appeared too. This is so interesting. The Emperor, Gentleman. The Empress, the Lady. And the High Priestess, Books. I see this. I do see Isis. Okay, let's give this a little shuffle and let's do a sample reading so for everyone, so you can have a little sample. But I hope this was enjoyable. I hope this made sense. The card stock is good. The size is nice. For a Lenormand deck, this card size is perfect. So we can do a quick test reading. Even though I don't know how to interpret a lot of this oracle, let's just give it a go. Let's do a quick simple 3-card reading. Okay, shuffles well, easy. I'm not reverse shuffling because we don't use reversals in Lenormand, and I'm more inclined to use this as a Lenormand deck just because. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, interesting. Dog, Feel. This is new because it's not traditional Lenormand. The Lady. So you know, don't neglect your friendships with your female friends. You need to learn how to empathize with them more, something like that, I would say, because Dog is about loyalty, about friendship. The Lady is here, and Feel is about really getting to that emotional depth with your friends. So yep, that's how I read this. I hope that you found this. I hope you found this interesting. If you want to buy this deck, you can check out his Instagram below. I'm going to link it. I think it's just Hybrid Tarot. Okay, you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.